You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike V.
And this your co-host, Colin Moore. You know we loving life and enjoying football.
Top-notch ballers all around the world. Top-notch ballers all around the world. And today, when I say that, I mean truly top-notch ballers all around the world. They just dropped that NCAA promo video, man. And it looked so nice. And what y'all know what I love about it, too. I always love when the little boys get loved. They had Appalachian State in there and Wyoming in the video as well, in the promo video. And I just love the whole aspect about it, man. It's going back to the days. Now this going back, actually, I'm gonna give y'all a little history on the Life in Football channel right here. For the people who don't know, because I always have to break this down for the Life in Football true fans out there who really know. Me and Simo, we played junior college ball together in Iowa Falls, Iowa, at a school called Ellsworth Community College. And that's where we first met. And I used to go down to Simo room every day to play that NCAA. And we really weren't playing like that. We used to go recruit players, set up teams, create our own players. Not just making ourselves, but we used to make our own players. He used to recruit people from my hometown, Quincy, Florida. Anytime he seen somebody from Quincy, Florida, he'll put them on the squad. Anytime I see somebody from his own town, well, I used to get people from Bartow, if it said Bartow or Lakeland, I used to always throw them on my squad. But Simo, go ahead and jump in on this.
Bro, I love that game. I'm talking about loved it. I played that game every single day. And guess what? I'm going to play that joker pretty much. I'm going to play that joker every single day now. And matter of fact, today I went and got the PS5 and got Madden 24 just to jump back in the game and get used to it. So I'm going to jump off into the game, man. I'm a game like nobody else. My game is gonna be different than everybody else. Listen, Mike, they gonna have me and you gonna be out here coaching. We gonna be coaching. And then when the game come out in July, y'all know I'm locked in. I got to have it. And I'm gonna be recruiting like no other. And I can't wait to see it, man. I really can't wait to see it, man. What's funny is that how time done changed where you can get out here and game and like it's a thing. I remember when they had Madden on TV. I wish they'd had college recruiting on TV like they did, but they had Madden on TV and people used to be going around the country traveling playing Madden. I was like, dog, them boys must be real good. But I never wanted that Madden action like that. What about you?
Man, now I actually didn't mind the Madden. I never got into a Madden like that. I didn't. I honestly did. I never got into it. I played it a little bit. For my people, I gotta break it down to y'all. College ball, man, in the college ball world, these games are big. Like, man, it was almost every room in the dorm room for us every year I played college football. Now, my last 2 years when I was at Alabama State, I actually didn't stay in the dorm. I stayed in there my first semester, but I mean, everybody played Madden, not just the players, but everybody. Madden was big, man. That got to be like a trillionaire company to me. I think it should be, but I really couldn't get into it like that. I used to play it, and it just was different for me with the NCAA, cause like I say, man, I used to go to SEMO room all the time, man, at Israel. And he had a roommate from who he played high school ball with, who ended up becoming my friend too. Now his name Walt Smith. He was our running back. And man, Walt was like a lovey-dovey man. So Walt will be in the room. He gonna be on the phone. And what I liked about it too, y'all, Seymour and Walt, they shared the phone. They had a cell phone they shared up there. And that actually was a smart move. You know, we was in college trying to make it. And them boys, they had their cell phone, sharing it, you know, talking to their people back at home. But when I used to come to the room, it was almost, see, Walt used to get on the game sometime too. But it used to be times I would come to Seymour in the room. Sometimes Seymour might not even be in there. He might be in the shower or down the hallway somewhere or probably in the class coming late. Guess what I do? I'll be in their room on the game, Walt over there in the bed. I'll
Bro,
be right there sitting in my little chair on the game. Go ahead, Seymour.
we were locked in, man. That passed time too, man. Listen, that's how you pass time. Cause we was in an area in Iowa Falls, man, that it wasn't really no need to try to hit that club or do this, that, and the third, man. Is play ball, go to class, lift weights, do your extra, play the game. Really, you could almost do that now in college, man. That's gonna keep you out of trouble, man. That'll honestly keep you out of trouble because I don't think social media was popping that hard at that time. But now social media popping so hard that you got social media. You want to keep up with somebody else that's at USC or somebody that's at University of Georgia or somebody that's at Syracuse or Colorado. You trying to keep up versus, man, just handle your business on and off the field, and then your downtime, man, play the game, man, and just chill out. That right there, that'll pass a lot of time, and that'll keep you in a great position where you ain't out there doing nothing wrong. You ain't doing nothing out there that can change your whole life or change your whole family life on one night or one day.
Right, right. And that's real important what Seymour said, man. That help you pass time too. And back then, that was like the early stages of social media. They had some back then was called Black Planet. I actually didn't have a page on Black Planet. Um, a lot of my teammates had it, but it was interesting to me, so I was trying to look like, well, dog, y'all talk to people on this? They're like, yeah, man, you got people from here. And I'm talking about they used to meet up with people on campus, have people come and see them. But to me, old country boy, I still kind of, skeptical of it. I was still unsure what was going on there. But I seen it because about 2 years later, that's when probably about a year later, 2 years later, that's when MySpace came and eventually Facebook. And I think Facebook came first, then MySpace. But a lot of that when that started coming around. But that game, man, I got to give a shout out for them. They did a good game. I mean, good job with the intros and stuff. And shout out to Travis Hunter too, man. I'm so happy to see him on there. And that behind the scenes video he did, I love that. Now, only thing I got, y'all make some comments. Put some down in the comment section. With Travis Hunter, the only thing I had, like, Travis, why you put them ugly shoes on doing the video, like behind the scene, like, I mean, not true enough, the camera was only showing up top, but they were doing all kind of shoots. I mean, like, they were doing all type of shoots, man, with them guys. And I wonder, like, dog, why he put them Coach Primes on? But that was my only thing with it. Shout out again to Travis Hunter for being on there. Quarterback from Texas and that running back from Michigan. I love that, man, how they had them to come together. And actually, me and Seymour were talking about them once upon a time, like being in the Heisman, because Seymour kept bringing up the running back from Michigan. He was like, what about the running back from Michigan? And I was always bringing up the quarterback from Texas. But, and of course, we had Travis in it, but it's crazy to see that them three end up being in that video. And these were players me and Seymour were talking about for the Heisman. Now, I wanted to jump on another topic, and I can't. And I'm gonna try to figure out the person I saw who wrote this article. It was a great article, and it made a lot of sense to me when I read it. Now, I ain't read the whole thing from front to cover. I mean, front to back. But it was an article on next year Florida Gator coach being Coach Prime. Now I know he say he ain't going nowhere, and I guess he want to put the blanket over everybody's head and think he gonna be in Colorado, which he may be. But that'll be an amazing fit, man. Only issue is, I know Kamani there and people might, but that might be a fresh start, man. The boy might click up and run good. But I love when I saw that. I said, dog, you know what? And no disrespect to the coach who there now, Billy Napier, but no disrespect to him. But I really think Coach Prime will be the perfect fit for the Florida Gators. It's gonna upset the folks at Florida State. They're gonna be, I'm talking about, highly pissed off. Then the people across the state of Florida, they're gonna celebrate it. It'll be so major, man. People think Colorado major. If he was to come down here in that SEC with that big time money in his hometown state, at his rival school that he played against in college, man, that'll be so major. I love to see that, man, because it'll make headlines after headlines, and I think that'll be a real big hit. I'm sorry I can't remember the person who wrote the article, but I loved it, man. I'm gonna put it somewhere down in the description below, and y'all can go look it up and read it. But I really like the thought of that. I know we ain't even played this year yet, and they talking about next year. But Seymour, what your thoughts on it?
My wife had asked me about it. She said, Cole, you seen that about Coach Prime going about Florida for 2025? I said, yeah, I seen a piece of it. But you know what was crazy? Last night we watched, I had already watched it, when Urban Meyer and all of them had talked about, the University of Florida and how it was there. And when I looked at that, I said, I wonder if Coach Billy Napier, did he see that, or was he already there before it came out? He might have been already there before it came out. But just the same token of what you got to do to keep the Florida job, like Billy Napier job is on the line. I think he went 6-7 and then 5-7. Now the crazy thing about it, his previous stop at Louisiana Raging Cajuns, he had got them boys up to like, they was at baller status, like balling so hard that he really, all he had to do is stay there and keep rolling and take the LSU job whenever it opened. But he decided he wanted that Florida. And to me, if you get the Florida job, you got to be ready to roll. Then this the other thing. I would have initially loved for Coach Prime to go to South Florida, because that's, I'm being biased on that because that's in Tampa. That's a 30-minute, 40-minute ride for me. Pop, pop. I could have went over there much as I wanted to. Goodness, I could have did that. But, it is what it is. He's in Colorado. Now, what I really feel about Coach Prime leaving, we done spoke to him on a few occasions where he done, man, look, man, I ain't going nowhere, man. I ain't going nowhere at all. And then I done spoke to other people that's close to him and asked about certain teams, and even the team we talking about, and like, nah, bro. I said, bro, old boy might get fired. And like, nah, bro, we good. Then I asked him about other stuff, like the NFL and stuff. They were like, nah. He like, nah, we good. So at the end of the day, I guess I'm gonna take his word on it. Hey, he say he got a good 10 in him. So if he got a good 10 in Colorado, he got a good 10. But this is my other thing. If he would have went to South Florida and balled out, and then the job would have came open, I possibly could have seen him doing that. But the thing is, would University of Florida hire a brother? That's the only thing. I don't think they will. And I know they haven't, at least not in the football world. Um, and I don't know if it'll ever happen, but that's another thing about it. And then for some reason, I thought about Steve Spurrier. I don't think he ever had a brother at the head the quarterback spot. So you just never know. I just don't think Florida hire Coach Prime. They know it would make sense. They know it would do what it do. Make major money, but I don't think them boys would go for that, man. Now maybe Miami would, and maybe Florida State would circle back, but Florida State done knocked themselves out of the race with him. So if anybody had tried to get Coach Prime, I would believe Miami would go for him. And now would he go or not? He say no to all that stuff. So I'm gonna say he gonna be in Boulder for the next 10, or at least he gonna give it a good shot in Boulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, you brought up a good point with Florida not having a black head coach, and that's true. That would be tough for the alumni, but I think they'll be acceptable to Prime because um, that's a different ball game you're looking at right there. And I think I really do see Prime gone next year, man. Coach Prime, I see him gone. I see him with the Dallas Cowboys or the Florida Gators.
Oh, I
Cause
like
he
that you
real
said that. I like that you said them Dallas Cowboys. I got something I'm gonna do real special with this Madden game. But going back to what you were saying.
he real good friends with Jerry Jones. And I even heard Uncle Neely say something. And I think Seymour probably was a part of this meeting. But he was talking to Tyler Call for HBCU game day. Neely was, and Neely told him about that time when Jerry Jones called Coach Prime, and Coach Prime was at Jackson at the time, Jackson State, and he asked him about a cornerback he was looking at, and he wanted a recommendation from Coach Prime, like, what you think? What you think about him? So that's real strong connections, man. Even when all the times I seen these boys together, seen them talking to his sons and all that, I think that's gonna be a go with Coach Prime and the Dallas Cowboys. Now with the Florida Gators, I see that too. I see that really happening. I would love to see that happen if Coach Prime do and get the opportunity at the Florida Gators. I'm just giving y'all my perspective. If he be the Florida Gators head coach, I think he gonna bring Willie Simmons as the offensive coordinator if he get the Florida Gators head coach job. But you got anything else on that? That C-Mo, the Dallas Cowboys Gators?
Man, I'm gonna take y'all. Listen, boy, y'all better tune in. Hey, I'm gonna take the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm gonna make sure we're gonna take out Dak Prescott on this man game, this PlayStation 5. And look here, I'm gonna let Coach Prime be the head coach. I'm getting the OC, and I might even double up and do the DC, or I might get the Mike. And I'm gonna have a show on this thing. Listen, when we jump into this game, and we gonna game like no other, y'all. The game is gonna be almost like a TV show. But yeah, that's what I want to tell them, man.
And last before we go, man, I want to give a big shout out to all the graduates out there, man, all the college football players. Cause we get caught up with a lot of drama. People decommitting, people transferring, uh coaches leaving. But it's almost that part of the game get forgot about. I want to give a shout out to all the players I seen graduating these past few weeks, and we still got some more graduations coming up. Even the high school players who graduate, man, congratulations to all y'all. And to my high school boys, it's never over. You got junior college, you got prep school, you got walk on opportunities. Even though I heard the NCAA talking about getting rid of the walk ons at universities. So hopefully they don't do that, but they are talking about that. But high school players, y'all got plenty of opportunity. Do like me and Simo did. Go to JUCO. Go walk on. And you got so many colleges. Don't feel bad, man, if you ain't at your university that you dreamed of. And make sure you praying and staying connected with God. Because it might be something out there special for you that you don't see at the time, but God got it right there laid out for you. Um, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just go back, and me and Seymour, we were talking about this the other day. Um, I remember myself coming out of junior college, well, high school, getting ready to graduate. And one of my high school teammates, his name was Mickey Baker. I played linebacker, he played linebacker. And he had somebody from a Nike camp looking at his film. The person who was looking at his film was somebody who worked. He had his own company, and he worked with other companies like Rivals and Gatorade and the Nike camps. But the name of his website was named sunshinepreps.net or .com, something like that. Sunshineprep.net or .com. So he was looking at my teammate film, Mickey Baker. He noticed me on the film. So he asked my teammate, he said, "Hey, who's that number one at linebacker?" And he said, "Michael Figure, that, my teammate Michael Figure." He said, "What school he going to?" Oh, he said, "What year is he?" He said, "Oh, he's a senior." He said, "Oh, yeah, what school he going to?" He said, "He's not going to no school right now. He didn't sign with anybody." He said, "What? Man, please, get, can't ask him, can I help him out, man? This kid got to go to school somewhere, man. He on this tape flying around. Every time I see you, I see him. And he really stuck out on this film. Let me help him out. Tell him, please give me a call." So Mickey called me. Mickey said, "Hey, Mike, this guy want to help you out from a sunshineprep.net or whatever.com." So I'm not thinking that. I'm like, yeah, right. So I called him. The guy said, "Hey, man, give me a little information about yourself. Send me your highlight tape." And he said, "What school you want to try to go to?" I said, "Man, I really want to go to D1. Y'all notice I always show love to the little schools, but coming out of the state of Florida, all our dream was go to Florida State, Florida, Miami, Georgia. I actually want to play with Tennessee, the Tennessee Vols. So, that's all I dream. But I told him, I said, I actually want to go to D1. He said, "Well, all them schools pretty much signed right now." He said, "Even D1 AA." He said, "What about D2 or D3, NAI or junior college?" I said, "No, I don't want to do none of them. Junior college." He said, "Okay, give me about 2 weeks. I'll have this up on my website for you. I promise y'all." Soon as he put this on his website, the same day he put it out, I remember he called me that day before. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna put it out tomorrow in the morning." He said, "You might get a few calls, man." Hey y'all, this was a blessing from God. This why it's so good to pray and keep that faith. Cause this what I was doing then. I was constantly praying every night. And I was kind of down too, man. Not I wasn't saying a depressed mode, cause that's a new thing now. Everybody say depressed and down and all that stuff like that. I guess I just was kind of out of it, but I guess I was depressed. Like, oh man, I ain't gonna be playing no college ball. I'm finna walk on at FAMU or Florida State. I'm finna try to walk on at one of them schools. And man, that next day, woo! Y'all. I know y'all heard this saying in the Bible when they say God will open up the floodgates. That's what happened. I had school after school called. It's like God just shot a rocket in the air. I said, "Come get him." Y'all know how Coach Rich do that little sign when he put the Batman sign up there and say, "Here he come, we got one coming." Man, that's what that guy did for me. I want to thank him so bad to this day. I can't remember his name or nothing. I remember the website, but I wish I want to thank that guy because he blessed me, man. But that was nothing but somebody working on behalf of God to bless me and give me my blessing, because this blessing came with a multitude of non-stop offers. Now it was junior college offers, but it was offers after offer. I'm talking about from Utah junior colleges, Minnesota junior college, Mississippi junior college, Kansas junior college. It was so many schools. I was mixing up the names. I started saying Ohio, but when you're from the state of Florida, because sometimes Seymour do that. When we talk about certain schools, we'll mix the school names up instead of saying San Jose State. He might say San Diego, but I was saying Ohio and all kind. I was just so happy, and I remember my mama got home that evening, and I went out, and when she came home, I ran outside to my mom. I said, "Mom, I'm getting all kind of offers. Coaches keep calling. They say they're gonna call back and talk to you too." I'm talking about mom, the phone won't stop ringing. So she's smiling, and I know that was some joy for her in her heart, cause she know that was something I really wanted to do. And man, when we got in the house, to be honest, Ellsworth kept calling. Ellsworth called probably about 4 or 5 more times. Coach Mann, Coach Sala, they kept calling. Coach Jansen, they kept calling. And it was some school from Mississippi too, Mississippi Jones. But I really didn't know too much about junior college. I knew about Butler in Kansas because we had a guy from back home named Cha-Cha. He played in Butler, and I remember they won a national championship and stuff. Butler called me. I just was confused, man. I just was happy to be getting the offer. And I just went with whoever called me the most. But what you got anything, Simo?
Nah, man, I'm glad everything played out the way it played out, cause hey, that's the same reason we got to kick it, man.
Yep. So fella, high school, college, even my college players out there, don't y'all give up, man. Y'all know I'm always big on my boy Kamari Young at FAMU, the tight end. I believe in him. I know he didn't graduate because he actually graduated last year. And I think he getting ready to graduate again in the summer. He gonna be getting his master. I really do feel that man should get a shot in the NFL. And they got another DB, um, Javon Morgan, I think, should get a shot too. But man, we're gonna leave it right there. And to all my high school players, my college football players, don't y'all give up. And everybody out there in life, whether you play ball or not, you could be grown on your job, sick and tired. Don't give up. Keep praying to God. Simo got a real good story. He was caught up in a situation with his job, and he kept praying and trying to figure out. It was somewhere he knew he didn't want to be. But that's what everybody got to do, man. Continue to pray, believe, and don't be so quick to give up and think negative, and fight your way out of whatever struggle that is. All right? But man, I'm gonna leave y'all how I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is Life in Football Podcast. Catch you next time.